What's going on, Raw Hollywood? This is Virgil, and I am sitting with the lovely and talented and beautiful, etc., Tiffany Evans. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. I'm great. I've been waiting a long time to chat with you, and I'm glad I can finally chat with you.
I've been knowing about you guys for a minute.
Thank you. So let's get right into it. Let's talk this All Me EP. What inspired this EP?
Well, womanhood. It was time for me to speak about, where I'm at in my life.
Right.
And I wanted to be true to that. I wanted to be free. And I recorded it last year when I was pregnant with my daughter, Chaden.
Right.
And that whole process was so liberating for me. And, just feeling like, I got my woman on,
Right.
I can finally speak about some things because I know I went through a lot of different experiences, and now it's time for me to just talk about what I know.
Right.
And all me is just it speaks for itself. It's all me.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we know you're in New York because you're filming a video, which
Yes.
is it's high. It's fire from beginning to end. It's one of those records that you got to put on repeat because every time you hear it, you just gotta
'Cause it
dance,
feels
and
good.
it feels
And
really
it's-
good.
Man, the video, I'm telling you, we're gonna do a great. No, we're gonna do a great job. Like, I'm really excited. The choreography, it's just high octane. It's just intense.
Right.
But it's sexy. It's cool, and I feel like a lot of ladies, even guys, they're really gonna, they're gonna mess with it because
Right.
it just feels good. You
Right.
know? Yeah.
How was it working with Fetty Wap?
Well, he's actually somebody that I really, really, really like, and I think he's dope as an artist. I know
Right.
he's dope as an artist, and his tone is just so amazing. So at some point, even, before working with him and him getting on this record, I wanted to work with him. Like
Right.
I said, someday in the future or something like that. But I had recorded on site, and I didn't know who was going to be on the record yet. So I was just like, okay, let's just keep this because this feels really, really good. So recorded it, and my friend hit me up randomly, and she said, I just think that you should do a record with Fetty Wap. And I said, yeah, okay, well, that might happen in the future, but not right now. So she actually set it up. She put me in touch with his team, his DJ, and his DJ connected me with the team, and Fetty heard the record.
Right.
Obviously, he loved it, right?
Right.
And he went in, he recorded it, he recorded his verse to it, and sent it back the same night.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and it
Quick and
happened
hurry.
very quick, and I said, okay, yeah, this was meant to be. So, it was really easy. So now I just can't wait for us to perform it together. That's
That would be dope.
Yes.
That would be
Yes.
dope. Now, what can fans really expect from this video? Because I'm saying you're filming it in New York.
Yes.
And everything.
Well, I'm from New York.
Right.
I'm from the South Bronx, Boogie Down, Gun Hill Road. Shout out. No, but I'm from New York, so I just want to make sure that I capture the essence of New York.
Right.
And I think for me, my roots is very important. Where I'm from, to include all of that. And like I said, just very fun choreography. It's very flirty. The song is very flirty. So the video, as you can imagine, is going to be very, very flirty and just colorful, fun, fierce.
Right.
And, nobody's going to do it like how I do it. So, I just want to say that. Not to be cocky, but,
So can fans expect an album anytime soon?
I'm working towards that. Right now, I'm just really excited about doing, remixes and the re-release of the EP. That's what I'm looking forward to next. So maybe after that, we're going to work on an album. But right now, we're working on the re-release. So more remixes of the songs that's already on there. We're going to add probably a couple of new tracks, and then maybe some more features. So that's the focus right now.
Is there any feature that you have in mind that you would like to be a part of it?
I would love to do a record with Chris Brown. Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, isn't he dope though? Yeah, so I love him. I think he's amazing, and I feel like we can kind of go off on a record together, especially a record that you can dance to and catch a vibe to. So hopefully that'll happen one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, given the fact that you are a very well-rounded entertainment person, I remember a few days ago you were on Facebook and I was watching you live and you were talking about artist development.
Yes.
And it's something, as I was watching, I'm like, I tell people this all the time.
Yeah, how important it is.
Let the viewers know about artist development, how important it is for not even just a new artist, but an artist in general.
Yeah. I'll just keep it very, very simple. Michael Jackson, he is the result of great artist development. Beyonce, result of great artist development. And I feel like these days and times, a lot of people, they get a song on the radio and, it becomes a hit and it blows up. And then when you see them perform it live, it sucks and it lacks a lot.
The vocals aren't there.
Yeah, just not even just with the vocals, but the whole package is just not there. And a lot of that has to do with whether the artist has had artist development or not. So, for me, I just keep it old school because it's very important to be able to hold your songs.
Right.
You hear on site and I sound different or look different or I'm not giving you the energy on stage that you would expect me to give you from a record like that, even though it's number one on Billboard or, I'm speaking into existence.
Right. Most definitely.
Even though it's number one on Billboard and you're just like, oh, it's big. And then I'm performing and then you're just like, wow, I just kind of expected more. I thought she would, So artist development is very key to a dope-ass artist.
Right.
And I, for one, I don't play about that at all. So.
Yeah, I'm saying I see a lot of artists these days that when it comes to performing something live, they can't hit those notes. And I'm like, because it's studio-based.
Well, a lot of them are, like, I understand that there are some people out there that really don't sing. That's not their thing. It's more so making dope songs and, having maybe a dope look or whatever. So it's whatever is for that person.
Right.
But if you are someone that dances or sings or whatever, and you do that all around, you should be able to do that live.
Right.
And sometimes, now I know that people do kind of expect much from like okay, let's, for example, like Beyonce, they may say, well, she needs to sing all of her records live, but sometimes that's unrealistic, especially with her going off the way that she does. Some things are gonna have to be worked around, but just as long as you still feel that passion, that same passion, it's about performance. It's not just putting something together. It's about performing and making sure that your audience connects, and that's what she's great at.
Right.
Even if she's sick and her voice is not really up to par, she knows how to become the song regardless. She knows how to perform. So performing, and you have to be able to connect with your audience, and if they don't connect with you, then it's gonna show.
Yeah. Sooner or later it will definitely show.
Absolutely.
So do you have any plans on touring?
Yes. After I shoot this video, I'm going back to Atlanta and I'm going to get in the studio and I'm working on my show. And we're putting it all together, so I definitely want to be up and running this spring and be on tour by the summertime.
Let's go. It's coming quick,
I can't wait. I really can't wait.
I'm ready to see you in action. Like I said, I was watching on Facebook and seeing the rehearsals and everything. I'm like...
Yeah, it's going to be serious. And this is only one song, though. See?
Right.
It's only one song.
Right.
Like, we're also doing more videos, to all of the songs on the EP. So
that's even better.
Even better. The more the merrier, right?
Of course, because it comes to life.
Yeah.
The songs.
Absolutely. So I really can't wait to get out there and perform for my fans and just give them what they've been wanting for so long. It's time.
Now, what is your dream collaboration? Like, if you, dead or alive, if you could, because these days, even if they're not here, you can still collaborate with them in some way.
My dream collaboration. I would say Beyonce, but I think everybody loves Beyonce. That would be amazing. I know she, she doesn't really do that often. and you have to be really, really dope for her to
Mm-hmm.
collaborate with you. But I would love to do a song with her, or bust on the stage with her, or
Right.
something like that. I think
Right.
that'd be so awesome. Yeah, I would say her.
Right. Now, even though you are a artist who is just very true to who you are as an artist in general, is there any other artist, even if it's an actor or another music artist, or someone that you kind of look up to to give you that push and drive that you need when it's time for you to create?
Yeah, I would say like a Michael Jackson, or a Janet, or Prince, even or Beyonce.
Right.
I get my inspiration from so many different people and places and things. So it could be anything in that moment that helps me to kind of get zoned in and figure out what I want to do, or inspire me to do something different. So it doesn't really take much. I just, have to catch the right vibe.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
The vibe is that's where it all is.
Yeah,
If the
I have
vibe
to
isn't
catch the
right,
right
then
vibe.
the artistry, you can't really bring it the way you can.
Right. And for me, if it's just not there, then come back to it. Listen to a couple of songs. I might listen to someone else. Even when it comes down to mixes and how I want my songs to be, how I want them to sound, I would send the engineer like an example of a record that's already out from an artist, and say, okay, this is the sound that I really, really like. I want my vocals to sound like this. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty simple with me. But if it doesn't really come together, I just take time from it and then come back.
And you have a lot of music artists that have talked about the music industry not being the way it once was. And for our era, it's probably like the early 90s to like 2000s. How do you feel about that?
In terms of like the generation, or
the generation,
music?
the music that's being played.
I feel like you have to evolve. I'm glad that I got to experience like the time of the 90s, and even just my parents, we're just a musical family, so I've always listened to different artists like Bob Marley, the Temptations, people from way back, so I'm rooted in music, but I think that we all have to learn how to evolve and grow, because there's gonna be another generation after this one, and then another one, and another one, and we have, if we want to stick around, if we want to keep making music, we don't have to compromise to the point where it goes against what you believe or what you stand for. I don't believe in that, but I just believe in being able to evolve in a way where you remain who you are and you speak their language without speaking their language. So you give them something to play with, but you also give them you at the same time.
You're not neglecting who you are as an artist at your core.
Exactly, and you're not neglecting what you believe as well. So it's all about evolving. If you can't do that, then you're just gonna be stagnant.
Right. I've said that a lot of times. A lot of artists don't make it because they make good music, but a lot of them are so gung ho about just being exactly who they are that they forget that they are a product at the same time. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, and you have to be able to
evolve and be very, I like to call it, be very eclectic when it comes to the product that you're putting out.
Well, you are your best salesman. You have to be able to sell yourself. You can't have anybody sell you for you, So I sell myself, and I will give you exactly what you are looking for when it comes to, me. So, but yeah, I agree.
Okay. Now, for aspiring artists, because you're in you live in a place, Atlanta, where there's people that want to be an artist or
all
in
around.
the entertainment industry. What is your advice to those people?
My advice to those people is just to work hard. Things take time. A lot of people, they get into this business and they're just like, or just they start something, a project or whatever, and they're just like, oh, it's not yielding the results that I need. But you have to work towards that. All of it is a process, and you have to be able to say, okay, each day I'm learning something from this process. I'm learning. I'm adding to my knowledge. And so the next time I try this, I might do it differently, and maybe I might yield the results that I want. But it's patience, hard work, and patience, and dedication. You just
Right.
can't. You just can't. And don't think too soon.
Right.
A lot of overthinking kills. Your vibe. It just
Right.
it
That's
kills.
true.
It can kill you, like emotionally, mentally. So I would just say just to work hard and understand that each day that you're doing it, it's a process and it's going to take time for it to happen. But if you are really true to working hard and you're really true to practicing and doing what you're supposed to do on your end, one day it's going to pop.
Right.
So you just have to do your part. Don't worry about everybody else and if they're catching on or not. You do
Right.
your part because the opportunity is going to come. The day will come to show you whether you're ready or not. So
Most definitely. Most
Yes.
definitely. Can we expect any movies, TV shows,
Yes.
acting from you?
yes. I'm putting all of my energy into, um, you know, pushing my EP and doing the re-release. But I have been exploring different options, with my acting. So
That's
I'm really,
good.
really excited, and I love doing that as well. So we're gonna have something very, very soon,
Okay.
possibly before the end of the year. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, there you go. You got it from Tiffany Evans.
Yes. And I had a good time.